Great. Your capstone project part two, I've made these open so you could take a look at them. But what this capstone will be looking at, oops, it easy, cool, is this downtown store's electrical generation and consumption. And you can see here that this is going to be this type of end goal that we're looking for. Okay. You're going to have another iterative construction of a website. This is the same exact thing as we had from the last capstone. So what we're doing again is constantly building up on this website. And there's going to be two chapters that it's a part of. The first case study is microgrid possibilities in a small city. And you're going to create a HTML file called microgrid possibilities.html. And then this fifth one is going to be this typical property.html. So you're going to submit those two files and any extra files necessary into Moodle. What I'll show us now is, why don't we actually take a quick gander at the two chapters. Let's see here. Nice. Let me go to 4 here for us. We can see here that you are going to be wanting to get desired web page shown in figure 4.12, which is right here. And we can already see that we have some of these links that we've used already from the last one. And you're also going to most likely need to position some items and use that superscript that we saw earlier. The code that you're given kind of starts you off pretty well, but you're going to most likely need to work a bit with the text that's given to you as well. Okay. There's some information down here about the body, so you can reference this body. I believe you can copy it there too. Reference that body source code, and majority of the source code and the information is given to you just in there. Yes, so that'll be great. If you actually just want to, some of us might know how to do it, so if you could just zip all the files for the capstone, that would be great. So let's say that this was my chapter 4 and chapter 5 capstone I completed. In Mac, it's called compress. So if you right click on this and do send to compress zip folder, this will keep everything in a nice file that you could just submit, and that's easier for me to grade as well. So that should let me know. Just go ahead and zip them up. That'll be easier. Chapter 4 goes ahead and creates a pretty nice web page at the end of there. You're likely going to be using the same CSS from the last time. And in this guy, we're going to be using, for chapter 5, CSS. And you're given, you can see here, quite a bit of information about your style containers. And you can see that we're using table, TH, and TD. So you're going to be using a type of HTML to create your table here, okay? There's a lot of source code, or let's see here. I believe this is from, actually, let me double check one thing. Can I scroll down in this? So there's a few rules that you'll need to implement that it tells you here. The row and the cell component rules you're going to need to implement as well. It kind of gives you the majority of them. And then you can continue from there to create this type of web page. Okay. I think it should be a full one. And of course, at the end of it, you can just go ahead and check. You can see that this is the typical property that we see. The bottom of your chapter is a little cut off here to avoid rooftop clutter. So if you want to look at this one here, that's fine. You'll also notice that this one here is has a space in between the two sides. So there's a left and a right side. If you could just if you can't get that working, it's fine to keep them as total P paragraphs like they are up here as single sentence. But try to see if you can get the two left or right styles aligning as well. If that's giving you way too much trouble, it's fine to just go ahead and submit an individual paragraph like this. Okay.